we see the signs and we ignoring it, and everybody going on about their little life, lollygag, and eating cotton candy. Baby, pay attention to the writing on the wall. That's all I'm saying. Welcome back to My Twisted Lyf with Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap of The Handmaid's Tale, Season 2, Episode 3, Baggage. Man, this was a depressing ass episode. And after watching the Avengers Infinity War, I'm already in a funky headspace, and this just sunk me a little deeper, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. We open up with June working out. She's running around. I guess she's trying to keep in shape. You know, she about to make the run of her life. That's what I'm sensing right now. She's about to make the run of her life. And I swear that that is one reason why I want to get in shape. Because I feel like if a Revolution or a Gilead or some shit come in like that, I need to have my endurance up and I need to be able to sustain. So, baby, get in shape, y'all, just in case some of this shit go down. So, it's been 2 months now. She's been there alone still. I guess with Nick, he been coming back and forth and sleeping in her bed because he there giving her coffee in the morning. And she's like keeping that memorial maintained too. She should be about 3 months right about now. And I was like, damn, that memorial is huge as hell. And after a picture fall and she put it back together, she decides to take off and go running again. And then we see some more feet. And it's Mara. She's up in Canada and she's running past the memorial herself. And Luke is telling her that, you know, they beefing up security down at the border. You know, the military, the British Army, everybody beefed up security. It looked like an invasion is about to go down. And I don't know, you know, she kind of like really tuning out. She's really not into whatever the hell he's saying. And the chick that helped Luke along the way, she there too. They all living in the same house together. On the radio, we hear the sons of Jacob doing an interview. And some guy named Lars was his name. And he's saying that, you know, they all started on Facebook. They was out here trying to rescue kids from their old sinful parents. And it's just, it's amazing. I say amazing how many groups like this have popped up all over Facebook. How many hate groups have popped up all over Facebook. Facebook will shut your ass down for misspelling your name. But these hate groups out here and these groups like this that's preying on people, and yeah, they still alive and kicking and thriving all over the damn social media. So June takes some time to go through the newspapers that are there in the Boston Globe. And she's like trying to figure out like what happened. Where did it all begin? What did she miss? You know? She's like, how did this all happen to us and nobody saw it coming? Nobody. And she says, no, one person did. And she thinks back on her mother. And her mother is taking her to a Take Back the Night protest. If you've never heard of that before, the Take Back the Night protest is like women who have been survivors of rape and abuse. They usually march out at night, hold their candles, and they burn the names of their rapists or their abusers, and they tell stories of triumph, pretty much. It's really a powerful night. I wrote a newspaper article on it back when I was doing journalism. And I experienced a young lady who had been through that, and she was talking about almost kind of the same thing that we was talking about last week. How she doesn't feel like she had the right to even speak there because it's supposed to be a night of survivors and their triumph, and she doesn't feel like that she's a survivor because she is still plagued with the memory of the abuse. Every guy she meets next, she's wondering if he's going to be the next one to hit her, you know, things like that. And that's kind of what we were talking about last episode. And I guess in a way that's kind of how this is going, like with the baggage that they're carrying. You know, June is carrying a lot of baggage, and apparently Maura is carrying a lot of baggage as well. But yeah, she flashes back and her mom is trying to tell her, you know, these protests that's popping up all over the world, these are signs. These are signs. Look at us right now. We got the citizens fighting against police. We got the citizens fighting against each other. The citizens fighting against the government. Stupid ass people like Kanye West get up there making speeches like we gonna love and support our fucking enemies. They really ain't no enemies. It's all about love, but they ain't loving us. This type of shit that's going on. These are the signs of the times, baby. These are the signs of the times. We was talking about this on one of the other videos. This is We in a jelly head right now. We just don't want to acknowledge it. We see in the signs of me ignoring it, and everybody going on about their little life, lollygag, and eating cotton candy. Baby, pay attention to the writing on the wall. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so Nick, he comes in and informs her it's about that time. When they made contact with him, it's time for her to move, and so it's gonna be very soon. You know, get your shit together. I'm like, what shit does she got? But we all know June's biggest concern is Hannah. She not going nowhere without Hannah. But Nick is like, look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything yet, but I'm telling you, you getting to safety is our utmost concern. That's going to be the best for everybody, including him. He said including Hannah too, but I don't know. I still just don't trust Nick right now. I don't know what it is. I always have a good feeling, a good instinct about these people when I say I don't trust them on these shows. And I'm only wrong 2.3456% of the time. So maybe I'm wrong about him, but I just don't feel good about Hannah. And yeah, so we go back, and Maura is working at the intake center and welcoming in a newly free man. And he was saying that he was a former army person. They forced them into being guardians. Next thing he knew, he was hanging bodies up on the wall. He looked up. One of the people that he was hanging up was supposed to be a gender traitor, and it was his ex-boyfriend from college. You know, and so Maura got him to the trauma counselor, and it looked to me as if her reaction triggered her. You know, when he said the wall, she like, you know, freaked the fuck out in her own mind. And he freaked out, so he probably didn't even notice it. She looked like she still needs some therapy herself. Because the mere mention of the wall just struck real fear in her. Anybody else notice that besides me? Well, it is June's time to go. You know, see you later, alligator. He's returned. He's going to take her on her next little journey. And whether Nick knows that she's leaving or not is very unclear. So, back with her mom. They apparently just had an attack on the abortion clinic that her mom works at. And there was a lot of women there. It was all banged up. Somebody, I guess, threw a Molotov cocktail or threw a brick or something. A lot of the women got jacked up. And it doesn't seem that June is really a part of this life, this revolutionary life that her mother is leading. She lets all the women know, hey, I just got promoted on my job, you know. I'm now a book editor. And all the ladies are like, oh, yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. Mama don't seem as impressed. She don't seem impressed at all. But she goes on to tell them, you know, look, Maura, she doing good damn things. She done started a whole women's collective website for queer folks. And all the women like, we need that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if June was a writer, her mother would be more appreciative of what she's doing, but not an editor. The editor is sitting there reading other people's work, you know, finding their errors and mistakes. But yeah, June is left there feeling empty and unimportant at this time. Her mama made her feel like she wasn't shit. Well, the old man drops off at another warehouse, and it looks like it's full of roadway signs. And I guess they took all these roadway signs down so people won't know where the hell they're going and what direction they lead into and everything like that. Within minutes, a guy named Omar, again, shout out to Hulu for the subtitles so I can know these people's names. A guy named Omar approached her and asked her if she a good witch or a bad witch. And I guess this is their sign, you know, or they what's the word? They code phrase to help them know if they meeting the right people. When he tell her, look, by tomorrow night, we're going to take you out to this little, what do you call it? A puddle plane. And we're going to get you over to Canada. And I'm surprised he gave her that much information, because everybody else was like, I don't know. Like he going to take her and meet to the safe house. And then the safe house people going to walk her to the airline strip, and the airline strip going to take her over to Canada. He gave her a lot of damn information. He even showed her the doggone map, you know. And as he walked into the van, he gets a text message saying, hey, the safe house ain't safe no more. It's been compromised. So he tell her, look, you need to go back in. And he said, I got to go. And he would make me nervous because he's panicking. And I'm like, first of all, you talk too damn much. You told her too doggone much. But now that you panicking, I don't feel safe. You taking me with you, bro. And like, she beating on the van. She standing in front of him, blocking him. You know, his moral compass was like, I can't leave her behind. So he takes June with her. And I'm thinking, June, stay your ass where you at. Please stay there. Please stay there. I would have left her. I'm telling y'all right now, I would have left her, because we have an underground railroad going here. And if I jeopardize the whole railroad for this one person, it could jeopardize anybody else coming through. So, yeah, June would have had to been left behind. I don't know. Maybe I'd had to run over her ass over But she wasn't finna go with me. But Omar let her ass in. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing, dude? And where are you taking her? You don't even know where to go next. You know what I'm saying? So he took her to his house. Are you serious right now, brother? I'm thinking, oh, Lord, they gonna die. That whole family gonna die. He told her ass not to say anything. And then his wife come out from the back. And she strolled her ass up to her. Under the eye, or under his eye. Oh, girl's like, oh, hell to the no-no. Did you bring her here? You brought her here in our house. And June said this was like the eco families. I guess the eco families were the ones who decided to oblige to what's going on. Because they going to prayer and everything like that. They doing everything that the people say do. I didn't realize it was such a family like this. They got eco families. And he had to come out like, how could you bring her up here? I got that one son in her, you know what I'm saying? And, but she tell her, how can you give up your baby? Like, how the fuck can you do that? Like, I would die first. She acting like she had a choice. Where did he have to go to the Kanye West school of thinking? She ain't got no choice. She's a fucking slave. They gonna take that damn baby from her. So, I mean, her only other choice is death. That's it. Well, June said, you know what, I thought that I would die too. You know, I would rather die than do this, but that's what I thought. Things change, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, Omar and the fam, they run off to church. They tell her ass to sit there and be quiet. We go back. June's mom, she's a diehard feminist. She don't like a publishing job. She wished that she could have been the judge that she wanted to be back when she was 2, you know what I'm saying? And she claimed, you know, she worked hard all her life and sacrificed and fight all her life and she do all that just for June to settle for a damn editor's job. Because it ain't helping the cause one bit. And she says, you know, yeah, and Luke, getting married to him, hell no, that's the wrong thing to do. You should not be shackling yourself to a motherfucking man and then playing house. Don't, what the hell? See, this is the problem that I have with most feminists, because they seem to hate men. They seem to don't have any attachment to men. I can't never. I love men. I love my men. I love my men. Plain and simple. I believe in equal rights and equal pay and all that stuff. I still love my brothers. I'm just saying. Anyway, she's saying getting married is so fucking overrated, especially when there's a fight out here to be had. She feels like the world is caught up in a shitstorm. And June is just picking up her can of Febreze and trying to spray away the smell. That's what she got going on. So, why June got her ass up snooping around motherfuckers' houses and shit, looking out of windows? Girl, you supposed to be invisible. And if little Adam could see your ass up in the window as he walked to church, I'm quite sure somebody else seen you too. Oh, sit your ass there. There's a knock on the door. And they like, oh, Lord, Heather, you still in there? June runs and hides, runs and dips underneath that bed. And as she dips underneath the bed, she sees something attached underneath the mattress. June nosy ass pulling out people's stuff. June is the type of person that will come into your house and go through your medicine cabinet. She is that person. But she pulls it out and finds out that he is actually a Muslim. That was his Quran and his prayer blanket. And she lays his prayer blanket out and actually gets on it to pray. And I'm thinking, yo, disrespectful ass. That is disrespectful as fuck to use somebody's prayer blanket. Especially of the Muslim faith. Without the, come on now, don't do that. Y'all just, that was disrespectful. That pissed me off right there. Anyway, time is passing on and on. Omar said they'd be back by 2. It's 5 o'clock. And they ain't came back. She done got that family killed. She got that family killed. But she's like, you know what? I said I was going to wait before. I ain't waiting no more. Whew. We flash back to June and Maury in class with Aunt Lydia. with Sarah Huckabee Sanders. That's what she in class with. And they're getting a lesson on how we as humans have destroyed our world and what we need to do to get it back. And they flash pictures in front of them of women at the colonies doing all the labor of love. And Maura grabs her hand like, oh my God. We flash back to the screen and that's her mama. You know, I didn't even think about where her mama is at in all of this. Maybe if I had gave thought to it, I probably would have thought she would have been a Martha. But no, she is in the motherfucking colonies. Her mama was a diehard feminist. And Maura was like, I don't know how she got caught. They burned all the papers at the abortion clinic. Any proof that anybody was there. Yeah, her mama was probably a fighter. She was like, well, at least it'll be over. Maura said, at least it'll be over for her fast at the colonies. That's the way to think. Oh, she gonna die quick. Don't worry. She gonna die a quick death. And June was like, no, my mom is a fighter. Okay. Go back with me to last week, y'all. Last week episode, at the doggone colonies, there was a woman that was there that seemed like she had tremors. Do y'all think that was her mom? I didn't want to like go back and like scan through Hulu to find it, but she looked like she could have been her mom. I don't know. That'd be a good layer to add if her mama is really still at the colonies. Anybody else think that though? Okay, so they got June. June got this bright idea to stop waiting, girl. You already threw off the program by making Omar bring you with him. And now you about to jeopardize the whole Underground Railroad and their family a whole lot further. Because you can't keep your ass still. Sit down, June. Girl, her ass still some of Heather's clothes. And I'm thinking, you still look like a Fred right now, honey. That's what you look like to me. She takes Omar's map and away she goes. I instantly got a headache. Instantly got a headache watching all of this in motion. The map, clear as day in her pocket. I'm like, somebody, I don't see that map. Who peeking out the window? Somebody was peeking out the window looking at her. And where the heck is she going? She looks suspicious. It's all get out. She got on the train. Ended up at the train station. There's guardians all around. You know. Where you going, oh girl? You look suspicious. And on the train, she pulls out the map. Like, don't you think that woman sitting behind you? Because she was all like, she gonna tell. She gonna tell. Oh, she looked like the snitching type. She get off that train. Her ass dipped to the woods. And she's a running. No compass, no destination in mind, no nothing. She just running. Just a map and no good god doggone sense right now. But she is like, comes to the conclusion, she gonna have to leave Hannah Banana behind. She hopes that she forgive her. But she got to go. Okay. So she makes it all the way to this airstrip. And I wasn't sure if it was the right airstrip, but it was an airstrip. She sat there until dark. And then a plane flies in. So when nightfall hits, she run up on the pilot. He pull out the gun like, hey, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, no, I'm a handmaid. He was like, hey, prove it to me. So she showed him the ear, you know, where the thing used to be. And while they was about to get loaded up in the plane, then some other dude jump out. It's Commander Wales. I forgot who was Commander Wales, but it was Commander Wales' driver. I'm thinking, why you just take him so easily? You made her prove that she was a handmaid. Why you just accept the fact that he was who he was? I didn't understand that. But they getting loaded into the back of the plane and they off. They load in the back like they baggage, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, bing, bang, bing, 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 gunshots. Oh my God, gunshots or bullets are riddling through the metal of that doggone plane. The Commander Wales driver sits across from her with a gunshot to the chest. The plane veers off the highway until it stops. The pilot is pulled out, dropped to his knees, and bang! They didn't give him no time to say or do nothing. He is dead. Within seconds, the driver is pulled from the plane. Then jump. Pulled from the plane. I'm thinking, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? And I know I skipped over everything that happened with Maura in the club. And, you know, Maura, I told you she was triggered. She was triggered by that dude. Maura still saw herself as Ruby. But I skipped all of that on purpose. This was all about June and her inability to sit her ass still. What's that old phrase? I'm out of church. Wait on the Lord. on the Lord, and He will guide you. That's it. Wait on the Lord, and He will guide you. Junior, wait on the Lord. She took it into her own hands. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done. Thank y'all for coming back watching this episode with me. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Y'all go ahead and talk about it in the comment section among yourselves. I may or may not come down there and join y'all. And if at all, please do not share what's going on in the next episode before I see it. I will be out of the country. Hopefully I can get this episode posted before I leave the country. I got a 4 a.m. flight on the day that this airs, so I'm not even sure how I'm gonna get it done. So y'all may not see next week at all from me, and I apologize. But if y'all don't see it then, when I get back in town, you gonna get it. I'll put the video up. So thank y'all again. Peace.